Welcome to Tarot by Melinda. I thought I would briefly explain who I am and my background. Melinda Tentrees was inspired by a Barbra Streisand character in the movie On a Clear Day You Can See Forever. I also love the film A Matter of Time starring Liza Minnelli and anything by Federico Fellini. I'm from the East Coast of the United States and born into a religious cult with ancestors originally from Ireland and Italy. I was raised with ritualistic practices that went from watching my paternal grandmother pray on the rosary to my mother channeling spirits in coven meetings. My mother developed my intuitive abilities and used me in trance to channel our dead relatives and find answers to certain questions that my mother and the coven needed answers to, premonitions about the future, and where my grandfather hid his gold before being chased into the woods where he shot himself before capture. I inherited the art of intuitive readings and divining impressions of the future from my mother and maternal grandmother. I began turning cards and felt the cards spoke to me, and that's the medium I choose to channel messages for whoever needs to hear them. I started reading for friends and family before I took on clients, and I enjoy it very much, good or bad. Don't ask tarot if you don't want to know the truth. It takes courage to make that first appointment with me because I don't sugarcoat anything. If the messages are vague and unclear, I will be honest and say that to a client. If the messages are direct and harsh, I will say that too. And I will always provide suggested solutions to a predicament. The reason why some messages or answers from tarot are not always accurate is because energies change all around us all the time. And a reading is a basic snapshot of what is going on within a time frame, and also what's headed your way so you can prepare or change course. Sometimes messages are blocked because you, the querent, is blocked. You may be prejudiced against tarot or doubting the cards and already saying in your mind that this won't work or this is bullshit. So if you come to me without a pure heart, I will know it. I only had one past life that I'm aware of that was revealed to me. I was a young witch during the time of the Salem witch trials in Massachusetts. I was running for my life dressed in a long black dress with a white lace high collar and wearing a cameo necklace. Men were hunting me on foot, and I saw a barn in the woods and ran to it. I ducked down in one of the empty stalls in the hay as the men in the hunting party ran past it, never stopping to look inside the barn. Divine protection was with me. As I sat there trembling, the number 125 was held out in front of me from spirit. That number was the key out of my trap. I waited until I was sure the hunting party was not doubling back and peered outside the barn. I saw a large cabin with the number 125 on the front door. As I approached, the door was already opening to reveal a tall, slender man holding out his hand, beckoning me to come inside. He led me into a large room with a fire blazing in the fireplace and offered me a change of clothes. It was a beautiful red velvet dress. As I slipped out of my black dress that was filthy and dirty from my fleeing from the men who wanted to arrest me for witchcraft, the man left the room. I unlaced my shoes, took off my stockings, and put on that gorgeous red velvet dress and sat in a chair in front of the fireplace. I shut my eyes because I was exhausted and still trembling from fear, thinking that I still would be captured and imprisoned, waiting to be burnt at the stake. I heard the man come back into the room and I opened my eyes. He knelt beside me, took my hand, and said, "I will always be with you, starting here and now and throughout eternity." From then on, I called him Eternity. To purchase a reading from me at my Etsy shop, click on the link below this video. Good luck!